Good morning. Because I have this amazing space to move in, and I've been very negligent and haven't done any live videos for a long time. And just now I was trying to type in the box and it was typing backwards. Now, I don't know what that's about or what button I might have hit on my laptop, but it was actually typing backwards. So it feels appropriate to begin this live with what if your day is not as you planned? I was going to get up and do my usual morning routines and rituals and go for a swim. And then it's not because of the weather that I'm still here, it's because I had a meeting I had not anticipated and planned for. And then it's my last day in my former home of New Plymouth, which may be the home we return to in the future. And so I have many social obligations that I wish to proceed and explore today, to visit with some friends. So I'm just offering this live of what if your day didn't start as you planned, and you had some movement time planned and it didn't happen. So what do you do? So I'm suggesting that I'm in this room. The floor's a little cold, but that's all right. I've got space. So for me, it's nice to have space. And you might find you need to lay on the floor, that you need to stand up. Some of us begin better sitting. Some of us begin better lying down. And some of us begin better by standing up, because if we stand up, then we are, already having to shift weight. So because I've moved here to standing, and my day has already not been the movement morning of my swim that I expected, I'm just going to begin with, and this is, you can try this where you are. You can begin just with weight shifting. Or you can just begin moving with a rhythm, like if you're sitting or lying on the floor, you can just begin with a body part, letting it just rhythmically feed into another area. But I'm just going to begin with a little bit of the weight shifting. And because one of the themes that I've worked with you all has been really feeling the root system, I just want you to, feel how you're rooted. If you're lying down, it might be through the back body. If you're lying on your belly, it might be through your abdominals. If you're standing like me, it might be through those feet. And I've been working with somebody lately who talks about the feet chakras. So right now, because I'm in socks, because it's a little bit chilly today in New Plymouth, a little bit wet. It's not pouring down rain at the moment, but it's a little bit wet. So because I'm on this floor in these soft possum socks, I can do a little bit of sliding now. So I started just shifting my feet and weight, and now I'm just feeling into the slide. Now you may be doing something completely different, but just trust as you feel grounded that some way your body will want to begin to move. Because at the moment, it's really primarily my feet and my legs that are kind of moving me around. And you may have some completely different body parts starting with you. But if you're just using the lower body to begin your movement exploration, and it could be that you're just rolling the legs side to side on the ground, or you're sitting, stretching out the legs. But right now, I'm just liking the fact that I'm in a different space and I can slide around, and it's automatically beginning to invite my curiosity around my upper body. It's actually taking me into different directions. So maybe you want to explore in different directions. And then maybe somehow it starts to bring in that upper body. And for me, because it is morning where I am in New Zealand, you might want to bring in a little bit of spinal wave. And that can be really slow because I've already started moving with my feet. I'm feeling, that I want to really get in some movement since my movement experience this morning didn't get where I wanted it to be. So I'm feeling the need to just get movement going in my body. And there's days that we get really interrupted and disrupted, and it's not quite the schedule we were imagining. How do we grab that 5-minute, 10-minute, movement experience? And one of the things that I really like as I'm moving, well, I'm coming up with all kinds of different things because I'm liking the slippiness of this floor that I can move. But there's also, if you don't have much time, but you need some kind of physical warm-up, you can play with that core distal pattern, and you can really extend out into all areas of your kinesphere. So that's really a nice way to, both add a bit of space, but a bit of core warm-up. So that's another nice way if you only have a few minutes to warm up. So I'm just doing this now because for me, this feels really good to just find all those different stretches in the body. I mean, if you think of your kinespheres being this bubble around your body, think about how many points you can reach out to. So just spending a little bit of time reaching out, but then coming into the core, finding those different parts of your kinesphere, of your bubble, your movement bubble, can just be enough to bring your whole body into a bit of a warm-up, into a bit of movement to get you going for the day when things are not quite as you first imagined. And I like to leave these pretty short, so I'm going to just slowly bring it down to a close. So I'm feeling into that big bubble and rounding into my core. So I'm going to let that bring me back down on the floor. And a lot of us know this from yoga, so that's always a good thing. If you don't feel like moving, you can go onto your hands and knees and just start working through the spine and doing movements like that. So there's just a little example or a few ideas when your morning kind of turns to custard. It's not exactly how you planned it to be, and how you can add a little bit of more movement into your day. So thank you, and have a beautiful day. And live from beautiful Taranaki, I'm going to show you some beautiful roses outside. Maybe you can see them. You can see the cloudiness. You can see the beautiful green backyard of my friend Rachel. So thank you for joining me for a live